Good morning, children. This is Vaibhav Kulkarni, TGT Maths, Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Usmanabad, Taluka Turzapur. Actually, you might have seen so far so many videos I have prepared on class 9 standard maths, class 10 standard maths. My target is to finish off this 9 standard maths as well as 10 standard maths for the students. And along with that, I have also prepared some videos called as Basic Maths for All, in which so far I have almost completed 20 videos and I will be taking up to 40 videos. So the content of the videos is to help the students who are having the problems in their basics. If the students see those basics and they try to do the problems of 9th and 10th standard, I feel that they will feel 9th and standard maths very easy, because as an experienced teacher from last 26 years and plus some 3 years outside Navodaya, I have come to know some of the difficulties that the student face when they come in 9th and 10th standard. So with that intention, I have prepared the videos for basic maths also. Now this basic maths video can be seen even by 6th standard students, 7th standard students, 8th standard students, 9th standard students and 10th standard students. My channel name, as you all know, Maths Made Easy with Vaibhav Kulkarni. This is my channel name. The purpose of making this channel is to give standard coaching to the students who are suffering a lot because of this corona pandemics. Students are finding it very difficult to get the teachers. Most of the colleges are closed, most of the schools are closed, and in that context, students should be able to do maths. With that noble intention, this channel has been started. So I hope you might have already started seeing my channel. I want that you should subscribe it, share it, and even you can share your comments so that we can have an interactive class through mobile and through my internet, through my YouTube channel, Maths Made Easy with Vaibhav Kulkarni. And again, one good news that I am going to give you all, dear children, is I am also shortly starting this on my Facebook also. So shortly you will be seeing me on the Facebook also. You need to search for my page and then you click on my page and then you will get all the updates on the Facebook also. So dear children, try to understand the noble intention and share with as many people as you can. And you are free to share your views in the comment box. The topic arithmetic progression. Exercise 5.3. One problem says 11th problem. It's a tricky problem actually. If the sum of first n terms of an AP is 4n minus n square. See, read the question properly. Sum is 4n minus n square. So whenever you read the problem, keep an habit of noting down the points that is given to you. So what is the first point given to you? The point given to you is Sn is equal to 4n minus n square. Sn is equal to 4n minus n square. Now the next question says, what is the first term? So what you want is, you want the first term. So if you want the first term, what you can say is, first term is a1, or it can be s1 also. It can be s1 also. Now what is the sum of first two terms? Sum of first two terms. That means what is asked to you? You are asked to find out s2. You are asked to find out s2. Next, what is the second term? What is the second term is what? You are asked to find out a2. What is the second term? Similarly, find the third term, that is a3, and the 10th term, that is a10, and then nth term, that is an. So it is little bit tricky problem actually. A single question is given, and from that single question you are asked to find out all these things. See, read the question carefully, and once you read the question carefully, everything will be very smooth. Sum of first n terms of an AP is 4n minus n square. Point we have noted. what is the first term. Now that is S1. Suppose, let me solve it systematically in the phased manner. If I want S1, then what I do? I will put n is equal to 1. I will put n is equal to 1. So if I put n is equal to 1, then what I will get is 4 into bracket. 4 into bracket. I have to put the value of n there. So let me put the value of n. N value is 1. Here also n value is how much? 1 I am getting. So 4 multiplied by 1 is 4. Minus 1 square is 1. So S1 is 3. So first question, first part is over. What is the first part, first term S1 or A1 is over. First part is over. Sum of the first two terms. Sum of the first two terms is what? Suppose there is an AP 1, 3, 4. Then 1 plus 3 will be equal to sum of the first two terms. So if you want sum of the first two terms, then what I have to do is I have to put n is equal to 2. So let me put n is equal to 2. Suppose if I put n is equal to 2, so what I do is 4 into bracket 2 minus 2 square. So 4 into 2 is 8. Minus 4 is how much? 4. So that means what? Second part of the question is also over. Go in a phased manner. First, what is over? What is S1 is over. What is next over? What is the sum of first two terms? That is over. Now, next question says, what is the second term? See children, there is lot of difference between second term and sum of the first and the second term. See, just I would like to give an example to explain. Suppose there is an AP 1, 3, 5, 7, say. Then suppose if I say sum of the first two terms, it means 1 plus 3, that is equal to 4. But if I say what is the second term, then second term is not 4, second term is 3. I hope you got the idea. Sum of this you have to read it as sum of the first two terms. Sum of the first two terms. This you have to read it as second term. So how to get the second term? Sum of the first and the second term minus sum of the first term. Sum of the, for example here, S1 will be equal to 1. Sum of the first term means only one term is there. So S1 will be 1. Sum of the first two term is what? This term plus this term. That is equal to how much? 4. Now if you want the second term, then sum of the first two term minus sum of the first term. That is how much? Sum of the first two term is 4. Sum of the first term is 1. So that is equal to how much? 3. That means what? If you want the second term, then you have to subtract sum of the first and second term from the sum of the first term. So this is the method that you have to adapt. So let us adapt the same method. Here also let us adapt the same method. So what I am going to do here is, I want the second term. If I want the second term, what I do here? Second term is equal to sum of the first and second term minus sum of the first term. So just you can see here, sum of the first and second term is 4 minus sum of the first term is 3. So second term is equal to 4 minus 3, that is equal to how much? 1. So third part of the question is also over. Third part of the question is also over. So what was the question? Sn was given to you, sum of the n terms was given to you, first n terms. From that you are asked to find out the first term. First term is equal to what? You have to get the value of first term by putting n is equal to 1. And we did that, and what we got is first term is 3. Then second term, for sum of the first and second term, how did we get it? Put the value of n as to 4 into 2 multiplied by 2 square. That is 8 minus 4 is 4. If you want the second term, that is second term minus first term. And that is 4 minus 3 is 1. So third part of the question is also over. Similarly, find the third, 10th and the nth term. So we got the second term, we need to find the third term. Now children,
You know the formula, we have already derived it. The formula says an is equal to a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. If you want the third term, then third term is equal to first term. First term we know that first term is how much? First term S1 or R same. So here it is, the first term is what? 3 plus n is how much? We want the third term minus 1 into d. And you know how to find the d. D is what? Common difference. And common difference how you find out? Second term minus first term. Second term minus first term. So what is the second term? Second term is 1. What is the first term? First term is 3. So what I do is 1 minus 3. That is equal to how much? Minus 2. So what I got is, I got the common difference. I'll put the common difference here. It is minus 2. Second term minus first term. First term is 3. Second term is 1. So third term is equal to 3 minus 1 is how much? 2 into minus 2. So if I want the third term, plus of plus is plus, plus of minus is minus. So third term is equal to what? Minus 1. Third term is equal to what? Minus 1. Now next, what you want? You want the 10th term. If you want the 10th term, so 10th term is equal to what? Again you know very well, a plus 9d. A plus 9d. So a10 is equal to, what is the first term? We know here, first term is 3 plus 9 multiplied by, common difference is minus 2. So 3 minus 18. Plus of minus is minus, 9 to the 18. So 10th term is equal to minus t. Minus 15. Now what I want? I want the nth term. If I want the nth term, the formula says an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. What is the first term? First term is 3. So 3 plus n minus 1. What is the common difference here? We already calculated. What's it? Minus 2. So 3 plus of minus will be minus. 2 into n is 2n. Minus of minus is plus. 2 into 1 is 2. So you got nth term is equal to 3 plus 2 is 5. So 5 minus 2n. So we have got this answer. So it's a little bit a tricky problem, but I think it's simple problem. Just for the benefit of those children who did not understand or who wants to know it once again, let me tell you in a very simple way. इसको बहुत simple way में मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगा. क्या है? आपको दिया है Sn. तो पहला क्वेश्चन आपसे क्या पूछा है? सर S1 की वैल्यू क्या होगी? तो S1 की वैल्यू अगर आपको चाहिए तो n की वैल्यू 1 डाल दो. तो n की वैल्यू जैसे आप 1 डाल देते हैं बच्चों, तो आपको यहाँ देखिए 4 into 1 4 होगा, minus 1 square 1 होगा. 4 में से 1 निकाल दो 3 होगा. तो ये 3 हो गया S1 की वैल्यू. फिर वो क्या बोलता है? फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड टर्म को मिलाने के बाद कितना होगा सर? S2. S2 निकालने के लिए मैंने क्या किया? n की वैल्यू 2 डाल दी. 4 into 2 8. 2 स्क्वायर कितना होगा? 4. तो 8 में से 4 चला गया, कितना होगा? 4. तो अब देखिए हमें पहला टर्म मिल गया और पहला प्लस दूसरा टर्म. S2 का मतलब होता है पहला टर्म प्लस दूसरा टर्म. तो S2 हमें मिल गया, मगर हमें पहला प्लस दूसरा टर्म के बाद अगला प्रश्न क्या पूछा है? व्हाट इज द सेकंड टर्म? सेकंड टर्म अगर आपको चाहिए तो उसके लिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? पहला टर्म प्लस दूसरा टर्म, उसमें से पहला टर्म को माइनस करो. तो पहला टर्म प्लस दूसरा टर्म है हमारा s2 माइनस s1। तो s2 हमारा है 4, 4 माइनस 3 कितना हो रहा है 1। तो सेकंड टर्म मुझे मिल गया, तो वो क्वेश्चन खत्म। नेक्स्ट क्या, थर्ड टर्म मुझे चाहिए। थर्ड टर्म अगर मुझे चाहिए तो मैंने क्या किया, फॉर्मूला यूज किया। आप पूछ सकते हो सर डायरेक्टली आप a प्लस 2b क्यों नहीं ले रहे हो? डेफिनेटली यू कैन टेक इट, नो प्रॉब्लम। तो a की वैल्यू 3 है, n की वैल्यू मुझे चाहिए थर्ड टर्म माइनस 1 इंटू b। कॉमन डिफरेंस अगर मुझे चाहिए तो सेकंड टर्म माइनस फर्स्ट टर्म कितना आ रहा है माइनस 2, यहाँ रख दिया। तो 3 माइनस 1 है 2, प्लस ऑफ प्लस प्लस ऑफ माइनस माइनस 3 माइनस 4 कितना 3 माइनस 4 माइनस 1। तो थर्ड टर्म इज ओवर। 10th टर्म अगर आपको चाहिए तो a प्लस 9b होगा। तो a आप जानते हो, d आप जानते हो, तो प्लस ऑफ माइनस माइनस होगा 3 माइनस 18 माइनस 15। ये इंपॉर्टेंट है। nth टर्म अगर आपको चाहिए तो nth टर्म के लिए फार्मूला आप जानते हो a प्लस n माइनस 1 d, यानी a की वैल्यू 3, n की वैल्यू n, d की वैल्यू माइनस 2। ये सिंप्लीफिकेशन बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है। प्लस ऑफ माइनस माइनस होगा 2 इंटू n, 2n होगा, माइनस ऑफ माइनस प्लस होगा 2 इंटू 1 2 होगा। तो nth टर्म इज इक्वल टू 5 माइनस 2। तो उम्मीद है ये आपको समझ में आ गया होगा। तो बच्चों लगभग अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन इस टॉपिक के अंदर हमने कंप्लीट वीडियो उस टॉपिक के ऊपर बनाया है और सारे प्रॉब्लम्स हमने सॉल्व किए हैं। जो सिमिलर प्रॉब्लम्स है उसको हमने होमवर्क में आपको दिया है। तो इसी के साथ मैं ऐसे कहूंगा कि अरिथमेटिक प्रोग्रेशन ये टॉपिक खत्म हो चुका है। आपकी किताब के अंदर और भी क्वेश्चंस मिलेंगे जो इस साल के लिए CBSE सिलेबस से डिलीटेड है। Application based problems on some of n terms of an AP is not included for this academic year. So I can say that the AP ends here। कल हम एक नए टॉपिक के साथ आपके सामने फिर हाजिर होंगे।